Hey there, Dan Martell here, serial entrepreneur, investor, and creator of SaaS Academy. In this episode, I'm going to share with you how to identify customers that could cancel and make sure we build a strategy to retain them so we can increase our revenue. And be sure to stay at the end. We're going to share with you how to get access to my EBR Flow Planner, Executive Business Review. It's the meeting structure you need to be having with your customers so that you can expand the revenue amongst them, the upsells and cross sells, and also just get them activated and winning. Let's get into it. Now, I'm not sure if you experienced this, but back when coronavirus hit, a lot of my clients, I coach dozens of SaaS founders, and many of them work with restaurants, gym owners, retailers, etc. And they were like bracing for the impact. But essentially what we did is I created the Crisis Navigator roadmap to help them think through not only how to keep those customers, which I'm going to share with you today, but also how to look at the opportunities to either do a minor or major pivot for them to grow their business. I'm going to leave a link below so you can get access to the Crisis Navigator roadmap as well. But this is the specific strategy that we use personally, even in my own businesses, to lose less than 1% of our customers through cancellation in the myth of the worst economic recession and global shutdown in history. This is how we did it. Number one, measure health score. So in the world of customer success, one of the key metrics we need to be monitoring is called the health score. Some companies call it the CHI, the Customer Happiness Index. Other companies call it, well, I call it the Member at Risk Monitor Strategy. But essentially you need to put your customers in one of four buckets. Are they red? Like haven't used the product, logged in, aren't really engaged in any of the core modules that you know make sticky customers. Red, yellow, they were, but now they're not. Green, they're good, they've been using it. And my favorite color is purple. Are they referenceable, ambassadors, leaving you testimonials, saying yes to do reference calls, etc. But the only way to do that is we need to figure out the health score. And then what we do is we identify the reds and we execute what's called a red playbook, okay? In your customer success process, you should be creating playbooks for different scenarios to take somebody that's red all the way to green, ideally purple, so that you can save those accounts. So making sure that you at least have the list so that you can reach out and approach them, that's number one. Number two, review sales/CS notes. So my whole premise on software and SaaS, okay, is success as a service. I really believe people don't buy a tool to have a tool. They hire a product to do a job. They have a need that they need to accomplish, and they've bought your software. And the best place for you to figure out why the initial conversation started is for you to go back to the sales notes. So this is where your account exec would have talked to them about where they're at today, the needs they had, what they would use as a way to measure success. And then also when your customer success team was onboarding the account, they probably had similar conversation, kickoff calls, activation calls, etc., where you want to review those notes before you reach out to the customer. You need to know more yourself than they remember what they shared with your team in regards to the specific problems they want to solve with your product. Number three, multi-channel communication. Now, this is something I learned, selling over $30 million in software. Is if you're doing follow-up, you need to use multiple channels. If you assume that emailing the person, every third day for 2 weeks is follow-up, you're missing the boat. The way I think about it is I want to approach every channel. So because some of these clients that potentially are about to churn or cancel or not renewing their next renewal timeline, they're not going to reply to your email. So I like to call, leave a voicemail, reference my email. I like to hit them up on LinkedIn, message them. Hey, John, I just wanted to reach out. Quick question. Got 3 minutes, let me know. So keep it short and sweet. Don't give them too much context because you want to kind of get them in, micro commitment, and then roll it up into a full conversation. I'll hit them up on Facebook Messenger. I'll even go as far as reaching out to other team members that might be registered in the product and ask them, hey, is John still with the organization? I emailed him last week and haven't heard back. Now you want to be a little bit more delicate on that, but it is fair play. Your role and responsibility is to get those accounts on a call where you can do step 4. And if you aren't willing to go multi-channel, then you're probably going to reduce your potential by 70%. Literally, it's in the text messages, in the LinkedIns, in the Facebook Messenger, the team message where that person hears, they're like, man, this person's not going away. I got to reach out to them to make it stop. And that's when you have the opportunity to engage. Number 4, resell vision. So once you've got them to agree to a phone call, you can go 15 minutes, you can go 30. The way I like to think about that call is it's very similar to, a product demo or a sales conversation or strategy session, is we want to ask them kind of, what's going on in their world. Like nobody cares about what you have to say until they know that you care. So I want to know what's been the impact. What have you done? What are the strategies? Like just really try to understand their perspective, their world first. Once you do that, I'll even start off the call by saying, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm not here to renew you in the software or get you to buy more stuff. I'm here to help. And from that perspective, they relax a little bit and it allows you to have an open conversation. If they're on their heels and they're very defensive, then it's going to be pretty much impossible for you to have a conversation that leads with them saying, all right, let's do it, let's renew, I'm recommitted to the software, I'm recommitted to the outcomes that I want to achieve. And the big thing is you're trying to essentially reconnect with the gap. I think a sale is made, and I got this from my buddy Yako at Winning by Design, incredible customer success and sales consultancy. But the gap is where they're at today and what that new world look like. And the only way we can get people to go on that journey, because it's a prioritization process, it's an investment, it's a team collaboration, it's a commitment, is we need to figure out what's the critical event that made it a now thing. Like why did you buy the software? What was the reason? Is that still a priority? Is still something that we need to talk about? Or is there a new critical event? So we want to do that. And then the second is we have to connect the emotional connection to that outcome. What's your life going to look like? How is it going to feel once you solve those big major challenges? From a personal level, sometimes it's getting a promotion, making sure your team isn't stressed out, making sure the customer's not having a bad experience because things are getting dropped. Whatever the emotional impact that has to be uncovered, and that is stretching the gap. And it's in that gap where the sale is made from, think of like a rubber band from on this side where they're at today, and you stretch that rubber band to the other side and you put the peg into the potential. That gap is where the renewal, the saving of the account, and in sales, the sale is made, because without that, no customer is going to buy. Number 5, set milestones. So once you've accomplished the recommitment to re-engage them into the vision that they had for deploying your software, now you want to set a plan over the next 90 days with clear schedules. My whole thing is I'm not here to do the work for you. I'm here to support you and coach you and get you the resources and templates you need, but I need commitments from you to me and what timeline that's going to occur so that I can hold you accountable. And it's in doing that, the accountability and the follow-up, where the account actually gets from red to yellow to green, executing that playbook, holding them accountable to what they said, the commitments they made. And I like to use a structured meeting to make sure that when we start, we have clear understanding of where we want to go, break it down into key projects, understand the resources required, and then make sure we have a timeline to execute that. But setting the milestones and holding them accountable is how we actually get the account from, dormant or inactive to full deployed, activated, and loving the product. So quick recap, how to identify at-risk customers and keep them from leaving. Number 1, we have to measure our health score. Number 2, we have to review the sales or customer success notes. Number 3, we have to use multi-channel communication to get them on a call. Number 4, on that call, we need to resell vision. And number 5, we need to set milestones for success. As I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I want to share with you literally one of the most powerful frameworks I've created for customer success and retention. It's called the EBR Flow Planner. EBR stands for Executive Business Review. You can click the link below to grab your copy where I talk about the 5 hot principles and the 9 steps to executing this meeting agenda. It will allow you to not only retain customers, but my favorite thing in the world, to expand the account. It's called expansion revenue. It's how we do land and expand within your software and account base. So be sure to click the link below to download your executive business review flow planner. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when new episodes get released. And also leave a comment and let me know if there's any other things, strategies, ideas, or questions you have around this topic that I might be able to serve you with. And as per usual, I want to challenge you to live a bigger life and a bigger business, and I'll see you next Monday.